What is love? What is love? I remember when I was faced with this question and I avoided it by all means, not even realizing that I was actually avoiding it. So today's topic is what is love? So hello, and welcome to Strive Alliance. I am Michaela Allen, the founder of Strive Alliance, and today I wanted to speak about love and what it is and what it actually means for you, and how I actually discovered what love actually means for me and what it actually looks like for me was through my journey. And just for you guys to get some background and understand what it took for me to get to this point of understanding what love is in my life and what it represents and what it looks like and what it feels like and what it means to actually experience it. Let me tell you my story. So here is my story. I come from a corporate background, right? I've been in the corporate world for about 12 years. And as I was busy climbing the corporate ladder, as they say, climb the corporate ladder, I noticed there was a sense of unfulfillment in my my day-to-day activities. Like I was getting the things done, but it didn't feel purposeful. It felt like I was just going in and out of the day, No, there was pressure to get the job done, but it wasn't like, I'm loving what I'm doing, that. So, no, I didn't hate what I was doing, but there was I wanted more, right? I was looking to experience more. I wanted to experience more, and I didn't know how to do that. So there was, the corporate world is, can be a jungle sometimes in terms of having to deal with different personalities and unpleasant characters and unpleasant pressures, and sometimes you are the person also who's being unpleasant because of all of the pressures you are feeling and so on. And I got to a point where I was like, this is just not working out for me. This is really not working out for me. Then I decided, look, I don't know what to do. I don't know how else to get out of the situation that I feel that I'm in, because now I've established myself here. I have to start over. Like, what now? And then I decided, you know what? Let me get rich. Let me get financially free. And once I'm financially free, I'll be all good, ready, set to go, and then I can discover what it is that I'd actually love to do, because I'll have all the financial freedom to, just sit and think about the things that I actually want to do with my life and, what I actually would love. Then I realized, it doesn't really work like that. And here's how I found out. I enrolled in a financial freedom coaching course. So I had a coach who was, showing me how to actually go about establishing assets, what assets are. And I am so grateful for this course, because I have learned how do you trade on the stock market in an easy way? How do you decide on what shares you want to invest in? And this whole thing, investment vehicles, what investment vehicles are and how they can look like in the different forms they come in. So I learned a lot about that. But the one thing she kept reiterating is that, look, if you really want to be financially free, right, because these things will help you accumulate over a long term. Now, mind you, at this point in time in my life, I'm like, 10 years is too long. I'm not happy now. For me to wait 10 years, because that's like the strategy, right, that I was busy getting exposed to. And I was like, no. 10 years is too long. I'm unhappy now. 10 years is just too long. And then I was looking at, quicker ways on how I can do. So I was trying everything. I was trying to do everything, because thinking, you know what, if I do a lot of things at the same time, they're all going to start working and, the flow is going to happen. No. So then she kept reiterating, you got to discover what it is that you love. What do you love? Because that is going to essentially give you the freedom that you're looking for. And I was like, what? I didn't have time to be sitting here thinking about what it is that I would love with my life. I get things to get done. I have bills to pay and, life to do. And you're asking what I would love. Like, no one asked me. No one ever asked me a question before. What would you love? I had never been asked that question before. What would you genuinely love? So it was a foreign question to me. And I was like, no, man, I don't have time for this love story here. Like, I want to be free, financially free, so that I can be free in life. That was my thought process, and it was the answer, and I'm holding on to it. So So I'm I'm learning about property, and I'm now investing in a property mentorship. Um, and I'm doing these different things and, setting up businesses. And I was like, yeah, but it's not working. Like, I'm doing the things, but I'm not seeing the results that I'm looking to see. And I was like, no, man, no, man, no, man. I was like, okay. Eventually it hit me. I was like, I can't, this avoiding understanding what love actually means for me, avoiding understanding what experience in love would actually mean for me. Me, not you, not someone else, not my parents, for me, was something that I had to actually go and discover now. So anyway, I go down this journey. I ended up in the personal development world, not because I was interested in identifying what this law of attraction is and how manifestation works. That's not what I was looking for. I got into this world because I wanted to know how to get rich, how to get wealthy. But because I had to now first understand what it is that I would love, I had to now go down this journey of understanding myself. I didn't understand myself. I couldn't answer the question of what it is that I would genuinely love for myself because I did not understand myself. Personal development and professional development are not the same thing. Professional development is when I went and I got my accounting degrees and I was studying for those things, or when I went to study how the mechanics of the laws work, how does manifestation actually work. There's the mechanical side of it, right? Then there's personal development, and personal development is self-mastery. I can have all the tools in the world. I can have every single tool in the world. But if I am not disciplined enough and do not understand what self-mastery is for myself to be able to take those tools and do what it is that I want to do, how am I going to even know? Like, there's no self-mastery. How do I even know what it is that I want to do with those tools? So the tools will do nothing for me if I don't know what I want to do with it. And the tools won't do anything if I know what to do, but I'm not motivated to do it. So this is where love comes into it. And when I got into this is my journey now. So now I get into the personal development world. And I'm loving what I'm learning. And I'm like, oh my goodness, people need to know about these things. And I become a certified coach and I'm doing the things, but it's still not working. I'm like, no, man, no. First, I identify what is required to become wealthy, like the mechanical side of it. Then I go and I discover that there are all these things in life that I didn't know about in the personal development world. But it's still not working. And I was like, what? How? What is the deal with life? What is the deal here? And that is when I realized that it all boils down to love. And as I went on my journey now, I continued on with enrolling to get mentorship to understand this. And oh my goodness, I'm so grateful for the mentor that I started working with that helped me really understand how to integrate it also to Dick and Gel. And when I was reflecting as I was, doing the things I do daily, I realized that I have a life filled with love. I have a life filled with love. And I was so busy in the doing of the things that I didn't take a moment to realize how love-filled my life is. I mean, I have two amazing children, right, who are such lovable. Look, kids are kids, especially the toddler. They have their moments. But I mean, the core of them, when you really experience them for them, is like there's so much love there. To be married to the husband that I'm married to, I am so grateful for my husband because, that for me is, at the moment, I genuinely feel like I am experiencing true love. I feel supported by my family members in the way that, I would love to feel supported by my family members. And I'm not speaking about my household family members. I'm speaking about in-laws and my sister and, the family that the people you always get together for the Easters and the Christmases and the birthdays, that family. It feels like a genuine support system. It doesn't feel like we just, showing face when we must show face. It's genuine. And then I started to realize that even the this work that I'm doing, I love sharing this. I love sharing this, not only the knowledge of what is required to understand so that you can apply it in your life, but also how to apply it in your life to start experiencing the type of love filled life that you would like to experience. And it's not going to be for everyone, because some people, I know I was one of those people like, don't tell me about love. I'm not like, I want to get the things done so that I can start seeing the results. Maybe that's where you are, and that's fine. I've been there. I know. Go through your journey. Go through it. But then there's a point when you do all the things, you're doing all the things, and it's just not giving you that, yes, this is life for me. It's not giving you that. And if you are that person, you've done all the things, and you're like, no, I'm open, I'm ready, because if something must give, like something must give with you, and at that point, then let's chat. Let us chat, because the journey that I went through and the tools that I learned and how to apply and how to integrate it into your life, the way I've integrated into my life, might be the answer. And even if it's not, like, just get to know people. How often are you meeting new people? How often are you meeting new people? It's like, especially since COVID, how often are you meeting new people? So meeting new people isn't just about going out and going to a party, and there's this whole thing called the internet. There's this whole way of communicating on social media. And if this is a topic that genuinely interests you, it's a topic that I love to speak about. What do you love? What it is that you want out of life? And when especially in this world, in the coaching world, they're like, you must niche down. I was like, oh my goodness, this niche down thing. I'm teaching a system, so how do I niche down the system? And then I realized, oh, love. Take the system. We're going to be taking the system and applying it in your life to identify what love really is for you, and then how to take what you now know that you really, really, really love, and use the tools, partially mechanical stuff there, to then manifest it into your life. But that's essentially what I do. I am coaching you on how to identify what it is that you would love for yourself. Do you even know what love looks like for you? Because what love looks like for me and what love looks like for you might not be the same, right? And if you've never genuinely felt like you've experienced true love in your life, how are you going to even know, right? But maybe you know what love doesn't look like, and that's a great starting point as well. It is a really great starting point as well, because now okay, maybe the opposite of that is what I'm looking for. But then how do you go about achieving it? How do you go about engaging with it? And it's an explorative situation. There is no straight answer for it, because what works for you is not going to possibly work for the next person or for me. But how do I navigate achieving that loveful life for myself in a way that is in alignment for me? And there's a system for that, right? There's a very way of going about it. I can facilitate you if you want me to facilitate you with that. Or if you're interested, we can just explore, and we can get on and chat about it and find out more about what it is that you're going to love to experience in your life. But are you open to even exploring what it is? Like, I'm not charging you anything to get on the call. I am very interested in meeting new people, because I'm not meeting enough new people in my life. Like, what if I die next year and the only people I've been interacting with is the only new people I interacted with, maybe is the people I happen to chat to going doing shopping, grocery shopping. Like, so I'm very interested in meeting new people, and I'd love to know what it is you would love. I'm very interested. So if that's something that you are curious about and you're willing to explore, then contact me, DM me, email me. Wherever you're listening to this from, wherever you're watching this from, let us chat, because I'm very interested. I have a system that does work, because when I started this process, I felt very alone. When I started this process, I felt very lonely. When I started this process, I was like, my goodness, what is the point of all of this? What is the point of all of this thing called life? And after going through the whole journey and now reflecting back, and I'm like, my goodness, my life is filled with so much love, and I'm so grateful for it. I'm so grateful for it. And why now am I going to just sit with this information for myself? Because for whatever, like, who knows, whatever limiting beliefs that I might, put in front of me to say why it is I can't share this with people who are interested in sharing this and experiencing this. I mean, I went through the journey and I went through the process, and when I was going through it, sometimes I was like, what the fudge? But looking back, I'm like, oh my goodness. So, as always, you're interested in chatting, let us chat. What it is that you would love? What would you love to explore in your life? What is next for you? And if you don't know, it's fine. There's a way of identifying it. I mean, the system's awesome. Okay, that's it from me. I'll be chatting to you guys again. Bye for now.